towards a hollow transition in Bangladesh, the ground reality paints a brutal picture of escalating violence, minority persecution, and economic instability. A grim reminder that progress cannot be proclaimed when human rights are trampled underfoot. Namaskar, I am Suruchi Das and you're watching Ritam. Today, we dissect an honor that seems to prioritize fiction over facts. The Economist has crowned Bangladesh as the country of the year, citing what it calls a significant improvement following the ousting of Sheikh Hasina's government. But a closer look reveals a story riddled with contradictions, selective morality, and glaring omissions. Let's start with the crux of The Economist's argument, a supposed political and economic turnaround. The magazine claims that the student-led protests which toppled Sheikh Hasina's regime ushered in a technocratic interim government under Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, restoring economic stability. But the reality on the ground challenges this narrative. Bangladesh, far from being stable, is grappling with severe financial troubles. The country recently requested 50,000 tons of rice from India to combat food shortages. Additionally, pending electricity bills owed to India's Adani Group exposed cracks in its financial infrastructure. Bangladesh's once thriving textile industry, which forms the backbone of the economy, is in disarray. So where is this so-called stability The Economist is celebrating? However, the economic facade isn't the only issue. The Economist ignored a far more pressing concern: the alarming surge in violence against Hindus, who are already a vulnerable minority in Bangladesh. Following Hasina's fall, within just 3 days, over 205 attacks on Hindu temples, businesses, and homes were reported. These were not singular incidents, but a part of a systematic escalation of religious intolerance. From the vandalism of Lord Ganesha idols in Chittagong to the destruction of Durga idols in Pabna, the atrocities are mounting. Let's bring in some cold, hard data. In 2022, 47 attacks on Hindus were reported in Bangladesh. These numbers skyrocketed to 302 in 2023 and an appalling 2,200 in 2024, a staggering increase in just 2 years. Yet, The Economist has remained deafeningly silent on these atrocities. How can a nation be celebrated for improvement when it has become a hotbed of targeted violence? The bias doesn't end here. This isn't the first time The Economist has twisted narratives. The magazine has consistently downplayed or dismissed the plight of Hindus across the subcontinent. It even criticized India's Citizenship Amendment Act, which aims to provide refuge to persecuted minorities, mischaracterizing it as discriminatory while turning a blind eye to the persecution that necessitated it. The broader issue is the West's selective morality. International bodies like the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights or the OHCHR and media outlets such as the BBC and The Wire have also reframed or ignored the systematic targeting of Hindus. By calling these atrocities political violence or economic unrest, they erase the religious motivations behind the persecution and embolden the perpetrators. The Economist's decision to honor Bangladesh not only undermines its credibility but also perpetuates dangerous narratives. By prioritizing superficial narratives over the lived realities of oppressed minorities, it sends a chilling message that human rights can be sidelined for political convenience. This blatant disregard for the suffering of Hindus and the economic struggles of Bangladesh exposes a deeply flawed understanding of progress. This misstep isn't just about a bias. It has real consequences. It emboldens radical elements, diminishes accountability, and alienates those who look to international media for truthful reporting. The world deserves better. Facts must prevail over ideology, and progress must be measured not by political narratives but by tangible improvements in human rights, stability, and inclusivity.